Sweet. Welcome, one and all, to the Korn and Kock podcast.
The Christmas special edition. We
But
cannot emphasize special. Like, really special.
This is probably the most special episode we've ever had.
Oh,
I'm
totally
here.
is.
We've not only got a recurring guest, Zane,
Hello.
but
Hello.
what was that?
Hello.
But we've got two special guests from the Mega Man chat room I always talk about. We've got RRThiel and PKWeegee.
Hello.
It's pronounced teal.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
It's pronounced teal.
Then why is there an H?
Teal.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I'm bad at like online usernames.
I like this
Yeah,
guy.
everyone fucking gets that wrong. Don't worry.
Teal with an H. I like it.
Michael
Like the
with
color,
B.
basically.
All right. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Because you guys know who we are, but
Yeah.
introduce yourselves for the people watching at home.
Alright, who starts?
You go first.
Right. Cool, so I'm PKWeegee, just call me PK, that's shorter and more easy to know. And well, I'm a Let's Player on YouTube, I Let's Play pretty much anything I want, and I'm involved in quite a few Mega Man fan games, such as Mega Man Maker and Magmil 3. And I'm currently also developing my own Mega Man fan game by the name of Mega Man Dissolution.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'm assuming we're gonna have links for all those in the.
Yeah,
in
of
the
course. Of
description?
course, we're
Yeah.
gonna have links for all that. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
What kind of sap you take me for?
I don't know.
Special. Come on.
Okay.
I'm RRThiel. I am a musician, a chiptune musician to be exact, or a chip tuner, as they're called. I do a lot of fan game stuff, like PK does. I've been doing music for Mega Man Maker. I only did like one song for that. And I want to say I'm working on an EP, but I'm not because I am super lazy. But who knows? Someday. I don't know.
All right. Awesome. Do you have like a SoundCloud or something we can link to?
Yes, I do. I will send that in the Discord. Hold on.
Sweet. I'll add that.
You know
In,
what
we'll add it in post.
You know what this feels like? This feels like we're like on a radio talk show and we're just listening to a guy like on a phone call. It's pretty cool. Except we're not talking
Oh yeah,
about
because my
sports.
mic fucking sucks.
No, no.
We were making fun of your mic quality.
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh no, by all means, it
No,
does
there's
suck.
some
I'm
very-
aware of that.
There are some very nice phone calls that happen over sports talk radio.
This is like a news interview, and Stone's like the Glenn Beck of podcasts.
The Glenn Beck.
Why can't I be Rush Limbaugh or something?
You're not that fat.
Well, not bad. It's got the word Rush in it.
Okay. I wanted to talk real quick. You mentioned that you make music. Zane actually makes music too.
I do.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that right?
it's
I
very.
make chiptune music, meaning I do it on a fucking keypad in a PC program. So
Oh, I got you beat in the cheat department, dude. It's just ambient music done on Audacity. It's like low tier effort.
oh fucking hey.
Yeah, I just play drums,
Ghetto.
so.
It's really ghetto, but it's fun.
All right.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Besides mentioning that about Zane, I was gonna say, what's your favorite Christmas song? We're gonna bring this up now because it's the Christmas season. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Yeah, you ever seen a Charlie Brown Christmas? I really
Yeah.
like the sort of jazzy rendition of Christmas Tree they play like in the middle of it.
Oh, nice. We were actually listening to that last night. Zane was driving me home from our friend's house, and that he was actually playing the Charlie Brown music. So.
Really?
I've got that soundtrack on my iPod year round because it's not just great Christmas music, it's just a good jazz album in general.
Yeah, it is. Totally is.
PK, what about you?
Oh, that's a tricky one because Christmas music kind of gets on my nerves, especially if it starts way too early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Like
feel-
that's a huge problem with Christmas in general, but either way. For my favorite, I'd probably go with, I don't know, like something random, Feliz Navidad or something. I like that one. It's nice and cheery.
Yeah,
This,
that's nice.
There we
yeah,
go,
that's
there we go.
I'd say probably because I know mine off the top of my head. Carol of the Bells.
yeah, Carol. No, actually, Carol of the Bells. No. This is like weird, and it's more like a pop song. But I really like All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah, you know I gotta
That's
agree.
probably
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite one.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I don't know who sang it, but she is a good singer.
It's Mariah Carey, right?
Some bitch. I'm just kidding.
Did Mariah Carey actually sing that?
It might have been. I can look that up real quick.
My favorite Christmas song, I might have to say "All Hope Is Gone" by Slipknot.
Oh,
Are you
it's a good
fucking
one.
kidding me?
No. Let me change that. I might have to say
It is Mariah Carey.
Professor Nutbutter's House of Treats by Primus. That's my favorite.
Wow,
Christmas song.
that's really
Wow,
obscure.
that is the title.
That it is. It's a good.
Primus owns a monopoly on just weird song titles, almost as bad as Anal Cunt, but not as bad.
They win, dude. I think they win.
Anal Cunt.
Of course they do. They're fucking anal cunt.
Anal Cunt wins, but Primus probably has a couple of funnier ones like Del Davis Tree Farm. That's just pretty funny.
Del Davis Tree Farm.
I mean, not all Primus is gonna be Anal Cunt song titles, but some are pretty good.
Well, like most of the funny titles, come from Defenders of the Hate, where it's like most of those. Because if you go back and you look through their discography, they don't have a lot of
Who, Primus or
Anal Cunt.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a lot of their titles is just like stuff where it's like we hate you and you're like ooh that's nice.
Edgy.
But then you have then you just have titles from their album Defenders of the Hate, and they're so out there and they're so heinous that you can't help but laugh.
I like the gay album where every song title has the word gay. My favorite one is Pottery is Gay.
Pottery.
And all our fans are gay.
Oh yeah,
Next
all
to
our
nothing
fans are
about anal
gay.
cunt, so this is all fucking new to me.
Just the audacity to insult their fans and be like, "You're gonna buy this album anyway. It's fine. We can insult you."
Oh, there's one. It's on
That's great.
like their latest album. It's called like "Blasting My Band's Demo on the Beach" or something like that. It's something
Amazing.
really stupid or whatever.
Oh,
My favorite Anal Cunt song is. It will always be my favorite. It's "You Quit Doing Heroin, You Pussy."
Oh, that one. That
That's
one
my
I know.
favorite.
oh my god! Like, there's one that's my favorite, but I can't say it because it's just so
I
bad.
think
It's
I
so
know.
bad.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to like?
You know what? I'll just say, fuck it.
You
I'm
can
already.
edit- you
I
can, like,
can't build it up and not say
censor
it. You know what? No guts, no glory. I'm just gonna say it right
Are you
now.
just going for it? Korn is going
Alright.
for it. Let's go.
You were
Dig
too
that
ugly
hole.
to rape, so we beat the shit out of you.
I knew it was that.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh,
But like
God.
the first
not
time I
running
saw
around.
that, I was laughing because I was like, "This is a real song title. This is not okay."
What about the Phyllis one?
Oh, Phyllis is an old gay cunt. Yeah, that one's funny too.
This is really getting me in the Christmas spirit. My favorite title of theirs is Limp Bizkit think they're black, but they're just gay.
On the topic of songs,
Most wonderful time.
oh yeah, the most wonderful time talking about anal cunt. Get your family members an anal cunt CD this
Bring it
Christmas.
around for the podcast. It's a good time for the family.
How about a Christmas special where we're talking about Primus and Anal Cunt?
That was a good way. This is a good intro segment, I must say.
I don't know. I mean, if anyone sticks around past, I don't even know what we're at the 5-6 minute mark.
Just play anal cunt at your Christmas party. Grandma's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Crank that shit.
Crank it up, honey.
Yeah, Sonny!
it's like, hey, what do you guys want to play for the Christmas party tonight? Play Phyllis as an old gay cunt. I was thinking the same thing.
She's thrashing her head and her dentures fall out.
Now she just died.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
All the dementia's kicking in.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, enough about anal cunt.
On a lighter subject.
On a lighter subject, I've been not to plug this, but I've told you Kock and I've told you Zane. We just opened up a Mega Man design contest for tying in with. I've told you about Make a Good Mega Man level before, right?
Yes, you have.
Okay, so they just finished the second one, and the third one is in development now. The dev kit's in development, and to tie in, we're doing a contest where you design your own Robot Master, and I'm one of the judges. I know Stone. I know you don't really like. You don't know much about Mega Man, but I remember Zane
no, I don't know
when we were
anything.
young. Like I kind of got you into that.
Kind of, yeah.
Did you had like a list of Robot Masters you made, right?
That I made? Oh, I don't know if
adorable.
I ever went that far. I don't know if I ever went that far.
I could have sworn I like. Okay, my cat's really.
Yeah, I was
bugging
about
me.
to say.
You
Hold on.
You continue talking about this. I'm gonna shut him up.
I've known Alex ever since we first met for Mega Man. I remember the reason where we became friends, or like where it solidified, was I had a subscription to Nintendo Power, and it's true. Back when they were still around, I had a subscription to them, and I told Alex, I was like, "Hey, I got the new one, and this one has the Mega Man Robot Masters." And Alex went, and so I brought it to school, and he checked it out, and he liked it.
When Mega Man 10 was announced, I lost my shit. Let me tell you what.
Oh, when Mega Man 11 was announced, I lost my shit.
Same.
Oh yeah, Mega Man 11. Yeah,
I-
that too. That shit is like.
I remember, on the day of the stream, it happened while I was in school. So I was constantly fucking feverishly checking my phone for updates, and then I saw the thing for Mega Man 11, and I fucking squealed like a little girl in the middle of English class.
What was the other
Gave
thing
me
they
weird
released?
looks.
It was a Mega Man X collection.
Yeah, they're doing every Mega Man X game.
Yeah.
For
I don't know if it's
Switch,
gonna be a
and then-
collection, but they just said they were gonna release every X game for.
I mean, it's a
stuff.
good deal because
even so, that's still awesome. Because I've never played, I've always heard like X8 is pretty good, but that game's like rarer than Unicorn Blood, so
Yeah.
I actually own X8.
lucky
What?
bastard.
Get
Yeah,
the fuck out of here, dude.
I own X8 and X7.
Well, X7, I saw that the other day at Fallout Game, which is a used game store near in our
X7
town.
is super common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How the fuck did you get X8 though? That's insane.
Anyway,
Was
much
X8
was it?
never released in North America?
no, it
I
was.
think
It was just like
it was like $20 or something. Not
Oh,
that
wow.
expensive.
It's nuts.
yeah.
Good deal.
But I brought up the subject of Robot Masters because I was just like, I designed stuff. I remember I tried to get Zane to like make one, but I don't think he was into it. What about you guys? Have you guys? I know PK, you have your fan game Mega Man Dissolution. So, have you guys ever designed any Robot Masters?
I've designed a couple, but like they're just like really simple shit, and like none of them fit the templates for the contest, so I can't enter them.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying for the contest. I'm just saying in general.
Like, you ever done it to make yourself happy so you can, like, stop crying at night so you can, like, get to
Whoa, whoa.
Because that's what I
Now
do.
that's some deep shit.
No, no offense taken. I get it. I think the one I did design one Robot Master. The one Robot Master design that I did really like that I made was a guy named Static Man, and his whole thing was that he was an electricity Robot Master, and he had like this big wool coat and like a badass like wool hat with a huge brim.
So
like,
he's
conducted
pimping.
electricity and shit. And that was all I had for him.
So he's going
Static
around like,
Woman
where
would
my
like
money,
to have a
ho?
talk with you.
Lord, oh Lord.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
who
he
knows?
just
I may make a
shuffles his,
fucking fan game someday.
he shuffles his feet on the ground and he's like, I'm gonna shock you.
That would be adorable.
I mean, it makes sense. He's wearing a giant wool coat.
I mean,
Yeah.
All right, Stone. I ask you then, if you were to make a Mega Man Robot Master, what would you do? What would you name him, and what would he do?
I was just thinking about that. I don't know. I was thinking about, like, Jizz Man,
What the fuck?
where he just, like, jizzes on everything. And
That's
then he, like,
a beat I can dance to.
Is that, like,
yeah.
is that too inappropriate? Like, you can't have that in a video game? We could call him Jazz Man, but he doesn't do any... Yeah, he can do that. Or,
Oh no! It could still be Jizz Man, but it could be based on the type of music that George Lucas created specifically for Star Wars.
I just saw that episode today of AVGN where that was mentioned.
I was also thinking, I just looked at the soda, so I was thinking about Coke Man, where he just shoots Coca-Cola cans out and, like, hits you in the head.
Product placement, man.
Yeah, product placement, and he's killing you. So, yeah, it's like a twofer.
Or it could be Cocaine Man.
Or Cocaine Man. I think Coke Man is kind of like Coke Man, just rolls off the tongue. But if you're trying to appeal to a certain audience, maybe Cocaine Man would probably, be the better target.
That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know anything. No, like, you're fine. I don't know anything about Mega Man at all.
That'll change soon. Oh, believe you
Oh
me.
yes.
Believe you me.
No, but I was gonna say I'm getting a capture card soon, so we're gonna be able to do Korn and Kock game night soon.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
So,
yes.
And
Mega Man's definitely like on the top of that. Besides Mario Party 5,
we're also
like,
gonna do Shrek 2.
Play Mega Man Unlimited.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I stunned Korn, but when I said Shrek 2, he had to. I think he's all right.
Yeah, Stone just really likes obscure movie tie-in GameCube games. It's weird.
I remember going to Stone's place. He's like, Zane, we have to play this game. It's the best game. And it was a GameCube copy of Over the Hedge.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Wasn't it a good
Was that
game?
Bruce Willis?
Well, no, Bruce Willis wasn't in the video game, but the video game was still good, right?
I would not know that.
I can tell you because the damage is pretty fresh in my mind.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. The game was just so. It wasn't bad, but it just didn't do anything. It was just, you know, when something kind of just exists.
That's a lot of the. That's a lot of the movie tie-in games.
Like
Just the mediocrity is just so boring.
Yeah, it was just.
Hey, it's not boring. It's very entertaining.
It's extremely boring. Shut up.
You shut up. It's not boring at all.
Well, I've never played it, so.
Well, there you go.
I've only played Shrek 2, but that game is bullshit.
Okay, would you rather play Shrek 2 or Monsters Inc. Dodgeball?
What?
What's Monsters Inc. Dodgeball?
You go into Monsters
You
Inc.
play.
world.
You go into Monsters Inc. and you play hockey.
See the ball?
Yeah, there's Monsters Inc. Dodgeball. I have the game.
Can I play as Randall?
Do they
you
use
can.
Mike's
I'm
eye?
down.
Oh my god.
Wait, is Mike Wazowski the ball?
No, I think there's
that
one
would be
ball
great.
where it's
Or
like
is his
an
eye the ball?
God,
That would be
I don't know.
gruesome.
Hey, some of these games, like, you know, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, that's a good one. Oh, Zane.
You almost made me sit
Oh,
on my coffee.
this is a good topic to bring up.
What?
Are nostalgic childhood games you guys used to play that like not a whole lot of people have played?
Every game I've ever played, are you kidding me?
Hold on. Bionicle Heroes for the Wii.
Oh yeah.
Ever heard of that one?
I never
That was
played
a big
Bionicle Heroes.
fucking
but
fan of Bionicles when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, I love them. I had the original, just Bionicle, the game for like the Xbox, and it was not good.
Oh wow.
Didn't we watch the Bionicle movies?
We did watch we had one night where I brought over the 3 first Bionicle straight to DVD movies. I was like, guys, let's marathon. It's gonna be a great time. We got through the first one. We're like, oh no. And as soon as like we got like, into the second, we're like, yeah, just shut it off.
Oh, no.
I watched like all 3 of those movies and I was like 6 and I didn't know any better, so I thought they were all fucking awesome.
Oh, I did too. There's a great part right at the very beginning where they try to simulate slow motion, but their idea of slow motion is slowing the frames down to 10 frames per second. But as a kid, I didn't know better. I was like, oh, dude, that lava's coming here, slow motion. This is great. No. It looks awful.
It's 2003 CG movies, man. It's a different era.
And for certain, all the Bionicles are like surfers. Like, we gotta get the Mask of Light, dude. It's like, why are you talking like that?
Hey, you know what? 2003 was a good year because the Florida Marlins beat the New York Yankees in Yankee Stadium.
God.
And also, Pearl Jam had the best bootlegs on the Riot Act tour. And I feel like, well, the Matrix Reloaded and
Music,
Matrix
sports.
Revelations. Wait, was it Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revelations? Is that the third one?
Why is that in your list of reasons why 2003
Well,
was
that's
good?
why it's like, you know, 2000, that was like the middle part where it's like, you know, oh, it's okay.
We didn't even finish the childhood video game tangent.
Okay, video game for me, probably Mario Party 4. No, that's a popular one.
Yeah.
Okay, I might
That's
say
not, that's not
Scooby-Doo.
obscure.
I might just
That's
say
popular as fuck.
It's one of the most
Just
popular
something. If it's a tie-in to something, you can probably bet it's pretty obscure.
okay, I'll probably say Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights.
What
Yes,
about
I've
you,
never heard
PK?
of that.
Yeah, same.
All right, Korn, what's
No, let PK go first.
All right, PK, you go first.
Well, I don't really have too many obscure games, but I do have the SpongeBob movie.
Dude,
Yeah!
really?
The SpongeBob movie video game is tight.
Right on, dude.
Dude.
Big shout out right there.
Oh man.
Are you okay?
Also,
we didn't scare you off, did we?
Oh,
The qual-
yeah, wait,
I'm not-
I'm back.
The quality on your guys' end isn't that great. You're sounding kind of robot-y right now.
Oh.
Really?
I'm
PK,
sorry.
do you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that tends to happen sometimes. Hold on.
Alright.
Hold on.
Usually happens if I usually can fix it if I exit Discord and then come back.
Back.
Okay, now we're back.
And we should
And
be.
we're back.
Check this
Sorry
out.
about that.
Wait. Check this out. Wait.
Check this out. Wait. No. It's like when you're trying to play guitar at a friend's house and he's like, "Hey, dude, I can play this song." Dude. Wait.
I can play Iron Man by Black Sabbath. Just trust me.
Wait. Wait. No. Wait.
Iron Man, come on. It's all about TV Crimes by Black Sabbath. Everybody knows that.
To finish off what we were saying really quick about the video game, though, SpongeBob movie video game. Fuck yeah. I do have to say, Battle for
amazing.
Bikini Bottom is better though.
I agree, but I don't own that for PS2. I only own the PC and Game Boy Advance version of that.
I
which
never.
are-
I forgot
There's
there
a
was
Game
a
Boy
PC.
Advance? Oh.
Yeah, there's a Game Boy Advance version. It's a 2D platformer with a high emphasis on puzzles. It's weird.
Actually, sounds
Snazzy.
like right up my alley.
All right, so wait, what were you guys? You guys were talking shit about me behind my back when I left to go check the router, and then you were gonna tie into that.
Yeah, we were just talking about how
you're
PK wants to
tall
kiss
and
you on the
lanky and
lips.
You look like
Wait, what?
Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Oh yeah, right, that.
No, wait, what actually were you guys?
Stone was starting a story talking about his car troubles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the death of the produce
Oh,
truck.
yeah, for those of you who don't know, there was like a 3-week hiatus between episode 13 and episode 14. And Kock can explain.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I had a white minivan named the Produce Truck, came up with by Korn, and the thing was just a walking, driving meme because it's a minivan, and when you put it in reverse, it goes beep, beep, beep. It reverses. When you put it in reverse, it beeps. So, hence
You
the
just
Produce
explained.
Truck.
You just explained that.
Well, I'm just like, because you never really hear about 21, 22-year-old guys driving a white minivan.
Unless they're looking for kiddos. I'm just kidding.
No, it's a black minivan, not a white one. So anyways, it was the day before my birthday. I was up north and I was gonna drive back down to hang out with these guys, and lo and behold, I wasn't paying attention, and the engine oil ran completely dry. I mean, it was drier than my dry spell.
What?
Yeah, dry spell.
You're
when
go-
you haven't had sex in a while. Dry spell.
Or you know when like someone doesn't get like a country doesn't get rain for a while, or like a state, you know,
but
you could have
that's-
said that.
That's too real. I want to try to make light of it by poking fun at
real.
my. So anyways, the engine was completely dry, and the engine threw a rod. So I didn't get that far, so I called the tow truck. Well, I called the insurance company, towed it back, and then the next day on my birthday was the worst day of the year. One of the worst days ever. We found out, engine through a rod. You're gonna have to get the whole engine replaced, which is probably $4,000 just for the engine. And it's like, well, fuck that. I'll just get a new car. So I went about a week and a half without a car, and it was just awful. And finally, I got one. I got a black Pathfinder, but
I thought it was navy blue.
no, it's black. It looks black.
It looks
They're
black.
the same
so then
color, pretty much.
What?
They're the same color, pretty much. If you're not looking hard enough, then you.
Or if you're colorblind.
It's black. Whatever.
That's a good point.
So anyways, so that it essentially, I didn't have a car, so I couldn't come over here and record half the time. And when I was in Phoenix, I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna go out and do a bunch of fun things. No, I had to stay in my house and look at cars and drive out and look at these, nice cars or crappy cars. So, and then eventually I got it, and now I'm getting back into the schedule. So that's why there was that short hiatus. But the produce truck is no more, and it's very sad. In fact, we should have a
Future me put up a graphic of a dead produce truck, big X's over the windshield.
I'll send you a picture of the last picture. I
What'd
took
you
of it.
say?
In fact, here,
Who can say where the
let's have a moment of silence for the produce truck.
No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just kidding. Moment of silence. Alright, moment over.
Sounds.
Technically, we had 2 moments there.
Okay, back on a lighter subject. Kock's back in town. Short round of applause.
Ow.
what else can we talk about?
Well, briefly last night we got together and we did our Secret Santa, but it wasn't Secret Santa because everyone knew who had each other, so it was more like obvious Santa because Russell.
So it was just Santa.
It was just
Yeah, it's just Santa.
Because Russell took a picture and sent it to everybody, so it's like it's not Secret Santa. It's almost just like Christmas. What are you doing?
Nothing, it's fine.
Fucking Zane was hanging his Zippo from his beard.
God, you're lighting cups on fire and you're hanging shit from your beard. Knock it off.
We're trying to entertain the masses, and you're sitting here like,
This is serious shit. Knock it off. Be serious. Stop laughing.
It's funny. Speaking of the party last night, oh my gosh, so have you guys ever heard of that game, where, I think they like sell it at toy stores still, where it's like you have a headband and you put like a little card with a picture of something.
Oh, fuck, don't even get me started on that shit.
Do you guys got some stories about that?
No, not really.
If you guys
I
ever
just
have like some
remember it.
stories about,
I don't want it to sound cute.
if you guys have some stories about something that we're talking about, don't hesitate to like be like, I got a
of course.
story and tell it, because
Yes,
we're all
definitely.
ears.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tell us to shut the fuck up, and you can tell us whatever you want.
Hey, everybody shut the fuck up. Okay, but we were doing that, and so for one of our friends, we drew Peter Griffin.
It was me. They drew Peter Griffin for me.
We did it for Stone. And I think Zane was like, no, we should do Homer instead. And then he went on this tirade of talking like Marge, because Zane can do a fantastic Marge impression.
I want to go say it's fantastic.
Could you demonstrate, please?
Please.
It's fun. It's
Homer!
But we went on this tirade.
Oh
where
yeah,
it's
we
like,
just started saying shit that like Marge would never say, just because it was funny. Zane, do a few examples. Come on.
I can try. What's something I could say? I can't think of anything on the top of my
The
head.
bomb shelter.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Bart. There's no more room in the bomb shelter.
Just horrible, heinous things.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, what else?
Only the weak should fear the strong. Just stupid shit like that. Stone was losing it. It was the funniest shit. Oh my god. Every day the light fades a little more.
Actually,
Do the one about
me and a couple friends, we have a thing that's a lot like that. We call it Racist Sonic, where it's basically the same thing except instead of Marge, it's Sonic.
Yo, Ahmed.
Yeah, chili dogs. Hate black people.
Whoa. White power, Knuckles.
Yo, Ahmed, take this chili dog.
Chili dogs.
Suck my chili dog.
Pearl Harbor deserved it.
2 atom bombs weren't enough. Oh Jesus Christ.
What was that one?
Oh yeah, there was.
Zane's got one that just like it killed. It killed.
It's
like, even more than the other ones.
Let's hear it.
It's really messed up, but
Oh, no problem.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. 6 million just seems like a lot.
just like the worst, most horrible
Do the
things.
one about screaming, but God won't answer.
I keep screaming, but God won't answer.
That was the first one where I started to literally lose my shit.
All right.
It's the fun. I don't know what it is about Marge Simpson's voice that's just so. It's pretty easy
it's
to
so
recreate
gravelly.
too, because it's
Yeah.
just raspiness. But for whatever reason, doing it in any capacity is amazing, and I can't pinpoint exactly why.
It's just because you don't expect a character like Marge to go like, well, time to go underground. The NSA won't catch us in here. Get ready, Maggie. You're going 6 feet under. Jesus Christ. Like, it's just a never-ending well of comedy.
I want to say, but I can't stop laughing. I just want to do the Marge voice, but I can't stop laughing. It's like, Homer submit to Allah.
Oh, no.
Akbar.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Come on, homie, submit to Sharia law.
God.
I can't do
This
this.
is gonna be the rest of the podcast.
I committed tax fraud.
Oh my god.
Wait, what'd you guys say?
I committed tax fraud.
We did tax fraud, homie.
Merge. Oh my gosh.
It's almost like when we do that, it's almost like the Palpatine sings.
Oh yeah.
Have we ever done
Emperor-
that on the podcast?
Yeah, we talked about Emperor Palpatine. Have you guys seen that episode of the podcast where we talked about that?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause we I don't remember when it started. I forget exactly when. I know we told the story, but it was like I remember we were watching that part in
Just give
episode.
it in an abridged version.
We were watching that part in episode 3 where he's just like, I am the Senate. Like Emperor Palpatine's just like, yeah, exactly. And we just thought it'd be funny to say shit in like Emperor Palpatine's voice. So he's like sung Metallica and like other shit, just like singing over it as Palpatine, and it was a primo time, I must say.
Because
But-
the game, if you can insert execute Order 66 in any of the lyrics, you win the game. You get like bonus points. Oh man, that was fun.
Oh jeez. I don't think we can top that. I think like that was just like the climax of the podcast right there.
Now this is gonna be downhill.
Mark, that was a good run.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
happy holidays. No, fuck you.
What else?
Ding,
What?
ding, ding.
Here, while we're in
While we're taking a short intermission, you're gonna do. This podcast is sponsored by.
All right.
Papa John.
Here we go. It's brought to you by.
Order a medium pepperoni pizza for medium price.
Oh shoot! Did we repeat?
Wait, hold it up to the mic so they can hear.
Well, I think.
You put the iPhone to the mic. That'll sound good.
Nope, we already did that one.
Oh shit!
Aw.
That's our first repeat.
The streak is over. Okay.
I got this. This podcast is brought to you by the Down with the Sickness cover by Richard Cheese.
Fucking A.
All right. Here, let me just go to the.
Get up, come on.
Get down.
Oh, there it goes.
Cool.
It's brought to you by You Bet Your Life.
Bye, Rush.
You bet your life you're gonna have a great Christmas this year. Round of applause, everyone.
Everybody.
You bet your life that joke, then fuck off.
Everybody.
Oh,
Question: what is the best gift you've ever gotten for Kramis?
Happiness.
Damn, that was kind of sad.
That's sad.
I don't know if you guys want to start.
I have no fucking idea actually.
It's a good start.
I got my first laptop for Christmas. That was
Nice.
probably it.
I thought you were gonna say lap dance for a second.
Well,
What? You said well. Is there a second?
He
part of
hesitated.
this?
He hesitated.
Is there something you're not telling me?
it's 2 days. It's from 2 days from now. Who's to say?
Ooh. I liked it.
I mean, it was his birthday like a week ago, so.
Oh my man.
Hey.
That is true.
What'd you get for your birthday?
Darkwing Duck on NES.
What?
It's a good fucking game.
You got NASA? What?
Darkwing Duck on NES.
Oh,
Oh.
Darkwing Duck.
I
Yeah.
thought you said NASA. My bad.
You NASA on NES.
Huh?
You know what's fun to do if you ask somebody a question and they say something and you go, "Oh, I thought you said hot dog." Just something that doesn't even sound close to what they said. Like, what's your favorite game?
You could really
I like
put
Call-
any word in there.
Well, it's like, what's your favorite game? I like Call of Duty. Oh, I thought you said a minivan. And you're like, what? Just to mess with people like that.
Oh, I thought you said anus clench.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Now
Anal prolapsing.
All right.
Homer, my anus prolapsed. Homer, I'm convulging. Oh, we brought it back, baby.
Help me!
Back in business.
All right, best Christmas gift, you say?
Yeah. PK, what about you?
Well, I guess the obvious answer would always be money.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
I thought you were gonna
Can't
say
deny.
sex, but that's a good one.
And I guess, in a sense, the money gave me my computer that I use nowadays. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say
Good
that?
piece of computer.
Could you say
Far
that
out.
money bought you happiness?
Ooh.
That's illegal.
That's illegal. Ban that shit right
That's
now.
illegal. It's illegal. We're illegal, homie.
We're off the grid, Homer. Like I said, never ending.
The more ridiculous it is, like anything involving like terrorist attacks. That's not even. It's funny. What did you say? You said something about like 9/11.
We
Oh,
hate
I was
doing
like,
that.
ain't no 9/11-2 happening on my watch, Homer. Jeez. Okay, so computer, you got Darkwing Duck for your birthday. Zane, what about
Oh,
you?
actually, no. I also got Double Dragon.
Nice.
Also a good game.
Very nice.
Cool.
Very nice. How much? Just kidding.
For my best gift, it's really lame. It's not like a super extravagant thing, but when I got Halo 2 for one Christmas, I was so happy. I was so happy because it was the only thing I'd asked for that year, and I'm like, open up Legos and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. I don't know about Halo 2 good. So I finally got. Because, like, Halo 2, as lame as it sounds, it was my first rated M game. Not because my parents were, like, super strict on it, but they were like, oh, I don't know, you're, like, 9 or 10. You shouldn't be playing a game where there's big, scary aliens wiggling their tongues around at you.
My first M-rated game was Doom, the original one.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude. Hey, I got Doom recently on, like, I think it was a Black Friday sale on Steam. That game's still
Ooh,
incredibly
nice.
fun.
Nice.
Dude,
Awesome.
that reminds me of a time when I wanted to buy I wanted to buy the video game Dead Island, but I was 17 at the time, and it was at Walmart, so they wouldn't let me buy it. So I had to call my dad, and I was like, "Can you come to Walmart really quick?" And he's like, "Why?" And I said, "Cause I want to buy a game, but I'm not old enough. I have the money. You just need to like tell the guy which one." He's like, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, I'll be right there," cause it's only 5 minutes away. So my dad walks in. He walks to the back, and it's just so funny hearing him go, "Which game do you want?" Dead Island. Okay, I want that one.
Actually, that reminds me, I almost got away with buying a hentai game at a convention a few months ago because the person at the guy at the vendor didn't realize I wasn't 18. And he only like just remembered, oh yeah, I need to see an ID for that, like just as I was walking away with it.
You should have ran. You should have
You
ran.
should've bolted.
Run for it.
Run for it, dude.
Did you already give him the money?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's
But,
a
like,
bummer.
He gave it back, so like it's
Okay.
all
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
If you didn't get your money back
Obviously.
and you had to give that back,
You give me money and you get no hentai. Worst convention ever.
This is the worst convention ever. Stone, what about your best gift?
one couple Christmases ago, I was at my house and I left in the morning to go get my girlfriend at the time, and I was only gone for like 10-15 minutes, and when I came back, everyone is just staring at me as I walk in, and I'm looking, I'm like, what? And I turned to the right, and there's an electronic drum set all set up right in the corner.
Oh,
And I looked at it, and I looked back at my dad, and I looked at the drum set, and I'm like, is that for me? And he goes, yeah. We rushed immediately the second you left to hook it up. And I was like, you bought me an electronic drum set? And he's like, yeah. Sit down and play it. And I was like, I mean, I would never say this to my dad, but I was like, my nibba! And I sat down, and I was like jamming around with it, and they're like, okay, we got other presents. Get the hell off the drums. So I
he
said-
silently nods his head and closes his eyes like, go to it.
And then he's like, "Thank God I don't have to buy more rated M games for this kid."
He puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, "All right, son, time to get off." And you're like, "Oh my wa, no,
Nutty.
Nani? What about you? What about you, Alex? Sorry, go
What
ahead.
about what?
Oh no, go ahead.
Were you done?
I was just say, you know what my dad did to signal the sign that I was officially a man?
What would that be?
He bought me my own copy of Anchorman on DVD.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
He gave it. I was 13.
Why don't you go back on? Fuck! I butchered it so bad. Why don't you go back onto your home at Whore Island?
And I'm gonna do it to my kid if I ever have a son. I'm gonna be like, son. you're
Here's
officially
planes,
a
trains,
man."
and automobiles.
No, I'll play that for him when he's like, well, maybe like when he's 11.
Oh, that reminds me of those like old like early '90s movies. I just recently watched Dumb and Dumber for the first time.
Movie's
That's a
great.
great.
God.
94.
So fucking.
That's a good one.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Love it. All right, best gift.
Best gift I've
you've
ever
ever
gotten. See, I have to think about that one because
It's hard to personally. It's hard to say like what's your favorite gift because in my mind's like, well, all the gifts I got were
yeah, they're all good, but it's like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you feel kind of bad when you're like, well, I like this gift more than all those other gifts, and you're like, no, I love all the gifts. I just like this one a little bit more.
Exactly.
probably like a few years ago. I got this big set of just like markers, and you know I like to draw, so I was like, yeah,
Were they like really nice markers?
no,
No,
but
it was
they
just
were
like-
markers, and I didn't have any markers at the time, so they were like
Aw.
best drawing markers are Copics. Like hands down, no argument. Copic markers.
What
Those
about
are like the best ones.
what about the friendship I gave you for Christmas? Wasn't that the best gift you've
It's like
ever
the worst
received?
gift he's ever gotten.
This Christmas, I gave you my cock with a K.
With a K.
I
But
feel
the
like
very next day, you gave it away.
I find it interesting that as you get older, your taste in what you quote unquote want for Christmas change because for me, like when you're a kid, you're saying, I want video games, Bionicle, Transformers, a bag of bees. You have all these things that you want as a kid.
No, not the bees.
You have all these things that you want, and then as you get older, you're like, dude, if you got me like a pair of socks or like a packet of underwear, that'd be the best thing.
No, you know what my parents do? They're just like, for your birthday, I'm taking your car to get your oil change. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's like, hell yeah.
I know, then you're like, cool, man, I don't have to do it.
And I don't know about you guys, like, because I've gotten to this point where your parents will be like, what do you want for Christmas? Or what do you want for your birthday? And you just go, I don't want anything.
Well, you say, give me a gift card to
I've totally been there.
Like this, my birthday was my birthday was in August, and my parents were like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "You know what? Let's run a little experiment." And I didn't buckle. They're like, "What do you want?" I went, "Nothing. I don't want anything." They still
Buy
got
me
me
a
some
whore.
like, nice stuff. They got me some nice stuff, but I didn't buckle at all.
Did they get you a whore?
Oh man, I wish.
She's a whore.
She is a whore. The fucking Crucible. We need to watch. Have you guys ever watched the Crucible? Do you know what we're talking about?
I know what it is, but I have not seen it.
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god!
same.
I watched it in English class, 8th grade. English class, 8th grade, and goddamn, it was the funniest shit.
This is something I was thinking about. Did you guys ever have a book that you read or a movie that you watched? Usually, like in English classes, that really like stuck with you.
Ooh, yeah, I did. I did.
That's a good one. I actually did
I
enjoy
have
the
something like that.
Crucible.
Ooh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Last year we were reading Beowulf, and we watched the 2007 Beowulf movie. By who was it fucking by? It was Robert Zemeckis, I think. And it was a CG Beowulf movie. It was so fucking bad.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's weird because the
Stuck-
book's really good. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great book, but the movie is fucking awful, and that's why it stuck with me because it was so bad.
I remember watching that in my senior year of high school. We watched the movie too, and I laughed so hard because when you read the book, the character Grendel, you picture as like this towering, like, I am Grendel. Like
Yeah,
this
and then
thing.
he's just like-
and in the movie, he's like, woo! He's like screaming the entire time.
He's like a melted candle man.
Pretty much, and like Beowulf's like, do you know who I am? And Grendel goes, ah! And he's like, I'm Beowulf. Woo! It's like that throughout the entire.
Why did the Beowulf is naked during this whole fight?
Yeah, he's naked throughout the whole thing. He's like, I'm going to strip naked, and his friend's like, why? And Beowulf goes, huh? And he just kills Grendel, I guess.
We need to watch this thing.
God damn.
Don't watch.
Sorry, I got wild there.
It's okay. You had to get into character to do your bit, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
hear it-
Effort.
We here at Korn and Kock appreciate effort into bits.
We here at Korn and Kock Inc. really enjoy
Ink.
it. Or let me rephrase that. We here at Korn and Kock Incorporated really enjoy the method
Korn
acting.
Kock Corporation.
Okay, let me try it again. We here,
Oh my God.
We here at Korn and Kock Corporation really enjoy when you go all out on your bits. Any
That's
objections?
corporation with a K.
We here at
All
Korn
right,
and Kock.
enough. We get the point.
Alex, did you have a?
I
Book or
did.
movie?
They weren't really like a specific book, but in my big English textbook, I remember we read a lot of short stories by like, what was his name? Kurt Vonnegut Jr. Goddamn, I loved those stories. I think one of my favorite ones was like, this guy like falls in love with this computer. I don't remember the specifics, but like this guy falls in love with this giant like huge 1960s computer, and like I think
feel
he
like
like
that's a
transfers
movie.
his. I like I said, I don't really remember it that much, but that story was like primo, and I still think about it to this day. It's just like,
I have to say,
I mean, I'd fuck a robot.
like
hey, if it gave me the fuck me eyes, can't say no.
I really enjoyed
good one.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Like
Oh
that,
yeah.
that one always really stuck, and I
was a
did
great book.
enjoy Great Gatsby, but someone ruined the book for me as I was reading it, so
Aw.
you know,
I actually haven't gotten to my classes actually haven't gotten to the Great Gatsby yet.
it's pretty
But
good. It's
Everyone's telling me it's great.
it's not great. It's okay. You know, it's a good book. It's very interesting. Honestly, when you read it, and you'll know when you get to the end. I don't know why they call it the Great Gatsby, because he's not that great. He's kind of like
He's the mediocre Gatsby.
he's
Yeah, well, the not so great Gatsby wouldn't have.
the not that
Wouldn't have
so
sold.
amazing Gatsby.
Come saw Gatsby.
And the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Great Gatsby, you know, it was good, but
With Spider-Man coming in.
fucking yeah, Tobey Maguire was so out of place in that movie.
I think every movie since Spider-Man 3, he's been out of place in.
Can we watch Spider-Man 3 and just like shit talk it through the whole movie like we did with Iron Man 2?
Sure.
That'd be so fun.
Why not?
No, because that one like deserves it. Iron Man 2 deserves.
Well, hold on. PK, you got any books you liked in school? That like stuck
No.
No.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
That's a good answer. I like that.
boring.
Fuck school.
School's dumb. Don't go.
True.
Hey, you know what?
Don't
That
do
is the most
school, kids.
respectable answer. I think he wins this debate.
Without a doubt. Let's move on to the next subject.
No doubt. No. Ooh, that's a good one. What's your favorite superhero movie?
Oh, okay.
Definitely Watchmen.
Oh, Watchmen. That's a good choice. I actually haven't seen the movie, but I read the comic book.
The
Great
comic
stuff.
book's better than the movie, but they're still both really good.
Favorite superhero movie? Dark Knight, probably. Just because of Heath Ledger. He's fucking amazing in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with that. That's great.
What you guys?
I've never seen Dark Knight actually. It's like
Really? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. People give me so much shit.
super good.
It's, yeah,
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. It's not because I've like heard bad things about it. It's just because I never got around.
I'm not
to
giving you
watching it.
crap. I'm just surprised.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah, go watch
Christian
it.
Bale's.
Dark Knight Rises, though, is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All three of us at the same time, like yeah.
it was,
That was
pretty.
perfect.
Dark Knight Rises was like, you know, it wasn't awful, but you're just like so disappointed with how it ended, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's it.
For me, the biggest problem with The Dark Knight Rises is such a glaring issue is that for a Batman movie, there really isn't a whole lot of Batman.
Yeah, totally.
No,
And,
no.
like,
That's a shame.
and when
Bane was a
Batman
huge
does show
disappointment
up,
because he looks super cool in all the trailers, and then you watch the movie and he's like, and he's,
I'm Bane! I'm gonna go to
oh,
town!
yeah, fucking
He's like,
Bane is.
that's bad. I suck my willy. You know?
Bane's death still baffles me.
How did he die again?
Like Catwoman
Like a
just
bitch?
yeah, like a bitch. Like Catwoman
They
just
punched
launched
his mask,
the.
I think.
He launched the Catwoman launched the motorcycle into his chest. He went into a wall, and Catwoman was like, "Ha! He's dead now!" And then they went up and they did other stuff in the movie.
It's so dumb, and I didn't like how at the end when when he's flying away into the ocean with the bomb, and it's like 3 seconds left, and he's still looking off in the distance, like he just had like
Yeah.
the best orgasm
that
ever,
was-
and then the bomb blows up, and then later on in the movie, fucking Alfred is sitting in a Mexican restaurant, and he looks over and sees Batman, and it's like.
He's sitting at El Pollo Loco and he sees Christian Bale sitting across the way and goes,
Everybody need the crazy chicken.
No, he's sitting there and he's like, "Hey, isn't that Christian Bale?" And then the movie fucking ends. Like,
Yeah, Alfred.
that's it.
Alfred looks at Bruce Wayne and he's just like, "Have you heard about the 2 for $5 deal?" And then the credits roll.
No, they ended it at the Robin reveal.
Oh, that's right.
"Oh yeah, Joseph
Oh my
Gordon-Levitt
God.
was like, remember, I'm in this movie," and then it's over.
Yeah,
They show the Robin suit and he's like, oh, fuck no, I'm not wearing that.
No, I'm not wearing that. That was pretty bad. You're right. I mean, I never even saw Batman Begins. But
Oh, you didn't?
I just
A
saw
lot
The
of
Dark
people
Knight.
didn't.
Batman Begins got flack for when it first came out, but I think it's actually like a pretty decent movie.
I think
It's pretty cool, and they actually made the Scarecrow super scary.
Yeah, Scarecrow is. I think that's one of my favorite incarnations of Scarecrow.
No, my favorite incarnation of the Scarecrow is from the animated series, season 4.
Ooh, yeah.
They made him look fucking spooky as hell.
Yeah, that's true. That one is really good too.
Anyway, favorite superhero movie?
Yeah.
Iron Man for me because
Oh shit.
you know, it's just you know how I feel about Marvel and everything, but Iron Man can just stand alone. It could not connect with any other movie forever, and it will still be like the best thing ever. And Robert Downey Jr. was great. Jeff Bridges was great. Terrence Howard was great. Everyone was great, and I just.
I was gonna say, post your face when Tony Stark built this in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
Oh yeah, that part I remember. Dude, I saw that in the theaters, and it was just like, you know, it was amazing. And then afterwards, we all got Burger King, and my parents were like, that movie was great. Even the scenes when they were just talking, it was great.
And then you're just thinking to yourself, Tony Stark built this in a cave. With scraps.
I also like the part when he like builds the first Iron Man scene. He walks out, and all those guys shoot him for 5 minutes, and then he just goes, "My turn," and he just destroys everybody. It's like, why can't people do that in real life? Say something like that and actually follow through with it. Because nowadays people are like, "My turn," and then they get shot in the head, and then they just die.
What losers?
Sad day.
I would definitely say Iron Man 1 as well. Yeah, Kock kind of stole my thunder with that one, but fuck if that's not like one of the best ones out there. Because like Captain America was okay, but it was kind of boring. Thor was okay, it was kind of boring.
You mean Boar?
Eh.
Yeah.
And then
I
Hulk
think
was just
besides
terrible.
Iron Man, they were all just for the sake of building up to the Avengers.
I mean, I guess, but the thing I feel is like Iron Man could totally stand on its own, like as its own movie. You know?
Yeah.
I know.
There's not too many tie-ins with like. I mean, besides like that one Agent Coulson, he like comes in, he's like, "Please take a look at my wiener. We want you to join the Avengers Initiative." And then he disappears. I don't know. You know what I've been watching recently?
Wait. PK, did you have a favorite superhero movie?
Oh, you said
Mine was Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Oh,
He said-
that's
yeah,
right,
he
that's
agreed.
right, sorry.
He agreed with Teal.
Pay attention!
So, sorry.
This is my first day on the job, man. I'm trying here.
But boss!
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding.
But Marge. God damn it.
Homer, I'm going 120 in a old folks home.
Oh,
Man,
Jesus.
we could just do Marge. We could have a podcast and just do Marge voices for an hour, and people would love it.
The Marge and Marge podcast.
Yes.
Bart, drink your glass of spiders.
Instead of Kramer versus Kramer, it's Marge versus Marge.
Jesus H. Christ.
What were you gonna say, Alex?
I don't even remember. Like, I started talking and then you started saying fucking Marge shit again and I forgot.
There's too much shit flying in the air.
Abandon all hope.
Oh. I know these are kind of generic questions, but
Dude,
I
who
need to
cares?
go. I need to go pee. What are your guys' favorite songs?
Oh, favorite songs.
I got
Video games, real life, or otherwise?
Hey, if you guys want to start.
PK, you can go first.
That's
I've been going
hard-
first on a lot of these.
Yeah, I know. That's a hard choice for me because, like, I like a lot of video game soundtracks, and yeah, I can't really choose a favorite out of those. It's just a lot of.
Well, maybe like choose like 2 or 3 songs.
Do you have a favorite OST?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Xenoblade Chronicles, definitely.
Ooh, good choice.
Choice.
Good choice.
Great game. Great game.
Favorite song? I'd have to say "Light Up the Night" by the Proto Men. Has anyone
Okay.
here heard of the Proto Men?
I've heard of Proto Men. I've never listened to them, but I have heard of them.
They're super fucking good.
Zane, what is yours?
Mine is it's a song called "The Glass" by a band called The Story So Far. They're just like a pop punk band.
Send me a link to that later.
I will. I really like them just because. You know, even though they're not like the most high caliber, well, look at all these like song progressions and listen how everything's in. It's like it's
Yeah.
just good, fun music, and that song is just hits that right amount of emotion and aggression, and it's just good for me. I like it.
Yeah.
I have to say YYZ by Rush, and it's funny because
Joyce?
yeah, that has no lyrics. It's an instrumental, and I'm totally fine with that. All
Yeah.
right.
Instrumentals are good.
And Korn. What is your
Sometimes you
favorite
get
song?
sick of hearing the guy's voice.
True.
We all said ours.
What's that supposed to mean? I'll listen to it later. I was gonna ask what it was, but I'll listen to it in
No,
post.
because like for yours.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying because I didn't hear your guys' answers.
Oh,
but
I-
I'll hear them later when I'm editing this.
Light
so
up the
it's okay.
night. My answer was light up the night.
Mine
Oh,
was mine was the Glass by the Story so far. His was YYZ.
Yeah, YYZ by Rush. My favorite song is Orion by Metallica.
Of all time.
Oh.
Of all time, it's the yeah, you know the. For anyone who doesn't know or like metal, it's the 7th track off of Master of Puppets. It's an instrumental, and it is fucking primo.
It really is.
I feel like I looked at the music taste for a lot of people, like in our generation, and I think people are often moving more towards instrumental songs, even if they don't know it. Because take a lot of pop songs or rap songs, especially with like mumble rap, right? Mumble rap is garbage, but I guess the reason why people like it is because they like the instrumentals. Because nobody knows what those people are saying.
Hold on.
I mean, I don't think it's that, because like a lot of like the popular hip hop, a lot of popular rap songs, like they have instrumentals that are like very simple. Like just have like the 4 bars that repeat that over and over again, and it's like the lyrics that make the song instead of the instrumental.
That's true. That is true. But I feel like a lot of people, like I think all of us in here, like a lot of our examples were simply instrumental, like songs and soundtracks. That's my favorite genre, is instrumental. Like not even just on video game or movie basis, though I love them, is artists in, I guess, what would you call contemporary music genres that just make instrumental music.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I listened to a 10-minute instrumental, a 12-minute instrumental by Dream Theater all day long.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I'm okay with not listening to people sing. I'm okay with them shutting the fuck up.
Oh, hold on. I need to say something real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
Homer, I'm about to drop the hottest mixtape of 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
No, really though. Have you ever been to New York? Because I have, and I've been to Times Square, and there are fucking dudes handing out mixtapes like all over the
Dude,
place.
Yes,
oh no,
it's true.
dude,
It is.
I was born in New York. I know that feel.
It's true.
I took a vacation in New York like last summer. Like every 5 steps I took in New York, a guy comes up, shakes my hand. Where you from, man? Where you from?
Hey, check out my mixtape, man.
Exactly.
It's weird. Sorry. Super quick.
Go
I
ahead,
was
Zane,
in
go
New
ahead,
York
Zane.
a couple years ago. Never happened to me once.
Are you serious?
Maybe it's just a recent thing. It's happened to me here, like in Phoenix, but in New
It's
York, I
like
didn't have
kind
it
of a
happen to me
recent
once.
thing, like past couple years, I guess.
I was going to
Like, to
say
not have that ever happen now, that would be a big surprise.
Yeah. I was gonna say I have a quick story on the subject of mixtapes and being handed them.
Okay.
I don't think I was ever. I don't know if I've told this before, but I think I did. But it was over in Cosmic Gems chat room, like, and no one recorded it, so I don't think like it was. It was when we went to Anaheim, California, this summer, and we were walking around Hollywood. Stone was at the Museum of Death.
Oh yeah.
And I remember we were trying to find the Chinese theater, and we were just walking, and everyone there, I'm like 6'2". Everyone I was walking around, like people walking in the streets, were like a head lower than me. It was,
my god, that's totally a thing.
I was
I'm like 6. I'm 6'2" too.
Right
So,
on.
like,
6'2".
Get that?
BB-8?
6'2". Yeah, I wear a tutu.
Six of
It's a
them.
manly tutu.
Manly, this man's country.
Pink is the manliest color there is. No, but we were walking, and like the only people. There was like a few, people as tall as me, but there was this one guy, like gangly black guy, and our eyes locked as we were walking towards each other. It was
Oh shit.
no, we walked, and he like looked at me, and as we passed by each other, he doesn't say a word to me, not a mumble, not a sound, not anything. He looks at me, looks down, jams his mixtape into me like I'm some sort of CD player. And I was like, no thanks. And he just keeps walking.
Damn. I never heard that.
No, I'm serious. Like, that's exactly what happened. There was, like, barely any interaction. He just tried to, like, load his CD into me. And then just, that was it.
Load by Metallica?
Oh my god. Jeez,
When was he gonna charge you for it?
I think he was trying to give it out for free. Like, he was so desperate, it was just like, just take it.
Just
Just
gonna
fucking
wait till you
listen
walked
to
away
it,
and you'd
please.
be like, hey, you owe me.
Yeah,
you
a lot of
owe
what mixtape people will do is they'll be like, "Hey, here, check out my mixtape, baby," and you're like, "Oh, okay, well, thank you." It's like, "Yeah, how about throwing a couple bucks my way?" And you're like, yeah, no, that's okay. No, come on, just like $5." You're like, no, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
I don't know. That's why I kind of don't go to like Joe's Grotto. I don't go to like local shows because the whole time it's just here's CDs, here's my band's sticker. Take this,
Really?
shove it up your ass. Support us, and it's like, stop, dude.
Here's a butt plug with my face on it.
I know, it's like, can I just sit down and watch the show? Why do I have to get product placement up my ass of things I don't care about?
How often does that happen
Every
you when you go?
time.
Are you serious?
Almost every time I go to play a show there.
Play a show.
Well, when you play a show, it's a little different because you're talking. See, but they don't give you a CD. They're just like, "Hey, check out my Facebook. I'm in a band. We're on after you." And it's like, oh, okay, whatever. But when you go to a
talk
show,
to someone else, please.
no, when you go to a show and don't play, it's even worse because you're the spectator. You're the crowd. So then you're getting CDs left and right.
See, it's weird. Every time I go to a show, they're never like.
You're lucky.
Yeah, they never hand out CDs.
I think I saw one guy. I swear he had like 4 different demos or mixtapes from 4 different bands, and I'm like, dude, why do you have those? He's like, well, I can't.
I'm the middleman.
I can't say no. I gotta support them. I'm like, you're just gonna throw it away when you get home. You're not gonna listen to it.
Oh, I haven't said this. There was one time where I was at a Cane's, and this guy came up to me, he's like, "Hey, check out my mixtape, man," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and he was like, "Hey, well, throw me a couple bucks," and I was like, I was young, and I was stupid, and I was scared,
When
so
did
I
this
was just
happen?
like, this happened like maybe freshman year of
okay.
college.
College? Oh, I thought. Okay.
So like 2 or 3 years ago. So he's like, "How about that?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And I just handed it to him because I was just like, I didn't want to deal with this. And then as soon as I got back home, I just threw it right in the garbage.
I know that's like.
Well, yeah, because like when a hip hop, like a rapper hands you their mixtapes, like they're all the same. Like,
yeah, right?
They are.
Yeah, if there's some beat going back, going. And he's like, "I got money. I went to the place, and I got more money, and there's a woman.
And
there's
like, wow, and she
It's
gives
a-
me pussy. And
Yeah, it's either
Hey.
money. It's either money or sex, and you're like, is there anything? I like how they try to build.
What
it
about
up.
going to Burger King on Saturday? Why don't you make a rap about that?
Yeah, write about something I can relate to. I can't relate to drowning in pussy or drowning in dollar bills because that doesn't shit don't happen.
Why
fam.
does like no hip hop rapper talk about geopolitics? Make it like switch it up, man.
Yeah,
it's like
you
they're
know?
insecure. They want it. They like to flex on you.
You already know what it is. We're gonna be talking about the USSR. It's like, oh, okay. I'm
Yo,
down.
it's your boy DJ Ham Sandwich, and today we're gonna talk about plate tectonics.
We're gonna talk about the 2-story Burger King in Sedona. I would actually buy that.
Yeah.
I'd give them $10 for that. If
We're
they
gonna
rate-
talk about family dilemmas.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Family Feud.
My mother brought out mashed potatoes, but I wanted asparagus. It's like, I can relate to this. I got you, brother.
Right? I mean, really.
Jeez Louise.
Today we're gonna be doing a brief synopsis of an episode of The Simpsons.
You're just asking.
Here
No, I don't want your fucking mixtape.
Imagine Marge rapping.
Yo, motherfuckers, let me tell you a tale.
Sounds like Yoda.
Now you sound like Yoda.
Yeah, that was the thing. Stone just pointed that out, so I was like, I kind of transitioned.
All bloods on the hood say sip whoop.
Oh, can you imagine Marge saying that?
Oh my god.
Like with a hard R.
I can imagine like Marge being like going up on stage and like starting, but she's in front of a crowd of like black people, so she just like,
What's up, my?
No, I just imagine she'd be rapping to like all the
freeze
white housewives in the area.
Yes.
It's like, shut up, you fucking Lego.
Oh, I got you. Okay, Zane, you have to say this without laughing.
Okay.
Okay, you have to say
In Marge's voice?
Marge's voice. You have to say, "Mr. President, we're fucked."
Mr. President, we're fucked.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, you like how he tied that all together on a nice little bow, tied out the nice little mixtape argument with some Simpsons laughs.
Yeah, don't you like some of these mixtapes where you like look on the back? It's like it's got a nice little.
They draw
cover.
on the shiny side, so you can't even listen to it.
Yeah, when I bought that mixtape from that dude, he like had his Columbine school drawings on the top of the CD. I was like, I don't want to read this. I don't want to listen to this.
Don't you like you look at some of these mixtapes and it's like, yeah, the cover looks cool. Then you look at the back and you read some of these song titles and it's like, fuck yo dog ass shit, and you're like, no thanks, I don't want to buy this.
Okay.
It's like I don't want to listen to a song called "Crump on Thursday." Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna move on to a different thing.
That's fine.
Because, goddamn, I don't know. I want to keep things interesting, so we're not just constantly. What's your favorite video game of all time?
Favorite video game? That is a really tough one.
Wow.
We're Korn and Kock. We hit you with the hard questions.
What's the question? I was writing some down.
I tell ya.
What's your favorite video game?
Oh,
That's the question.
okay. Let me.
Me and Alex can go first because we know our answers. Like
Yeah, you guys can go first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's kind of generic, but whatever. Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
I haven't played that one actually.
It's
haven't played
you're
a
the
lot
kind
of
of person
Zelda.
where when you play it, you will either love it or you'll hate it. I think.
What Zelda games have you played while everyone else thinks about their...
I played the original, which I don't really think has aged that well.
No, it's not
Probably
good
crazy.
at all.
Nah.
Okay, was worried. I was
no.
worried I'd start an argument.
Oh, dude,
No. Believe me, we're like the last people that will get mad at you for not liking a Zelda game. Because one of my least favorite Zelda games is Wind Waker. So, I mean, like,
Oh,
believe me, I've gotten enough flack from that, so...
Me and Alex, and I wish we recorded. We had a big, lengthy.
Discussion about Breath of the Wild.
We had a discussion
the
about
other
Breath of
day.
the Wild that lasted I think an hour, just about its design philosophy and why they did certain things and what they could have changed or kept in. It was really good. Too bad it's lost to the sands of time.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, that's your favorite game? Alright.
All right.
What's my favorite video game?
Over the Hedge 2. For game 2.
I'd have to say Bionicle Heroes on the Wii.
I'm not just saying
Okay, no. I have an answer. I have an
Okay,
answer now.
go ahead.
Bad Dudes on NES for literally no reason other than its title.
Bad
You know
dudes.
you know what? As stupid as an answer that is, I'm gonna totally accept it. Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
And that's another reason, the story, when it's fucking two muscly dudes who need to save Ronald Reagan from an army of ninjas, like, how can you not fucking love that?
It's based on a
it's
true
amazing.
story too.
Alright, well, I might have to say for me, probably like either Mario Party 4 or Mario Kart.
Which one?
Which Mario Kart?
Yeah.
The GameCube one.
Double
Dash.
Dash.
Double Dash.
Double
my bad.
Dash.
Fuck
Ah.
yeah.
That or Super Smash Bros. Isn't number 1, but it's in like the top 5. Yeah,
Super Smash Brothers, I never had time to get into, because, like, for some reason, I just never got around to buying it. Like, I got to practice it at cons, and that was really my only time to play it. And then I got the 3DS version, then I realized, like,
Just not your thing.
I could practice this a lot, but, like,
Yeah, you don't want to be like Mewtwo King where, like, you wake up, you piss in a bottle and play Smash Bros. For 8 hours and then go back to bed.
Exactly.
God.
Those people, man. They make money
Oh,
off of playing Melee professionally and sometimes winning.
Alright, is this the part where we...
Wait, hold on. PK, did you say yours?
My game. It's really tough, but I would have to go with Xenoblade Chronicles.
For the original Wii.
Yes. And it makes me so sad that I never finished the Let's Play of the game, because I wanted to make it like really grand and stuff, but because of school stuff, I never got around to finishing
Yeah,
it.
it's a long ass game, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's huge.
Yeah. Freaking Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of it is like 90
100
parts
episodes,
long.
exactly.
Wow. It's like, Dude, Chugga Conroy, when he goes into Let's Plays, have you ever heard of Chugga Conroy?
I thought you said Chuck
Yeah.
O'Connor.
Not Chuck O'Connor, Chugga Conroy.
I was gonna be like, dude, he has a YouTube channel.
He's like one of the, I wouldn't say one of the originals, but like he was like one of the not founders, but like a really old Let's Player. Like he's been around since like YouTube kind of started.
The
you know?
first wave.
He plays
of Let's
YouTubers
Play.
like,
Or new wave
Good
of Let's
night.
Play.
Yeah, exactly.
he's at a really old.
He's an old man now, and he's like, "Eh, eh." But no, I was.
Do you want a Gengar?
No, but he I don't know. He's just like whenever he makes a Let's Play, it's just like this really
Super
fucking
in depth.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a walkthrough than a Let's Play, I'd
Yeah.
say. But I don't know. It's cool.
Xenoblade being 100 parts, like that's one of the reasons I've never really gotten into RPGs because they're long.
You have to. There's
Yeah.
the
There's such a time sink. Like you
Yeah,
really gotta.
it's the devotion.
You gotta be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
PK, are you getting Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
I don't have a Switch and I don't plan to get one.
Alright, there it is.
Wow, they shut you down. That was the quickest rejection I've heard since the last time I got rejected.
Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles X?
I do own that game, yes.
Have you
And
played
I
it?
think it's nice. Doesn't live up to the original Xenoblade, but it's nice.
Yeah, my philosophy is that I haven't played the original on Wii, but I have it on 3DS, and I played a little bit of that. Plus, I've watched Chugga Conroy's Let's Play, and
The first Chuck O'Connor.
I did not say Chuck
You said
O'Connor.
Chuck O'Connor. No, you
Okay,
literally did.
off
You
topic,
literally
off
did.
topic, off topic.
I
No
swear you
off-topic
said it.
questions
Yeah, no off topic, homie.
because I don't want to.
God damn it!
That wasn't a question, it was a statement.
All right, I was saying, I think the original is way better than X because it focuses more on like a story and it gives you like a thing to do. Because like in Xenoblade Chronicles X, it's just like, oh, Earth got fucked. Here you are on this new planet. Have fun. But in the old one, it was. In the first one, it's like an intrigue. Like you're this kid living on this giant fucking Titan, and it's like interesting. You want to find out like where this Titan came from and like how this happened. You know?
Yeah. The story is amazing.
That's what I've heard. I've always wanted to get a copy, like, for the Wii, but it runs, like, $70 used, doesn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
the Wii version is very expensive. But you can get it on Wii U Virtual Console, so that's a thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
That's
can.
not something I
can't
hear
you?
a lot.
Homer, it's time to tip the scales.
Backslash!
Backslash. I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it, Maggie!
Since we said our favorite video games and we talked about Zelda, that's a good one. What's your favorite Zelda game? Real quick.
Ooh.
I mean, Twilight Princess.
Well, yeah, you already said yours, but 3D or 2D doesn't matter. Whatever
I'm
is your
one of
favorite.
those guys who likes Zelda 2.
Hey, Zelda 2 is underrated.
Yeah, it is, because it's a well-made game. It's really hard. It's really challenging. And like the music's great.
The music is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stone, have you ever played a fucking Zelda game?
The answer is no.
Oh
Actually,
wow.
I think I
At
played
one?
a Zelda game once. For about 5 minutes.
CDI, Wanda Gamelon.
On my sister's
Yes.
Wii. Oh,
Fun
Good.
fact, I want to
No.
let's play those games one day.
it was a Link game, it wasn't Zelda.
Well, Link is the main character in all of
Maybe-
the Nintendo ones.
like
Are you
Link's-
kidding me?
Link's
don't
Awakening?
know. Dude, I don't know anything about... I don't know. I'm not a video game guy. And even when I was in my video game days, I was like, just getting achievements in Call of Duty. That was it. I'm not really a video game, dude. I mean, I play baseball on video games. Yeah, let that sink in.
Sports games.
Well, only baseball. Well, I thought about getting a hockey one.
Whoa.
I thought about getting Over the Hedge for PS2.
PS2.
Two?
PS2.
PK, what's your favorite Zelda game?
Probably Wind Waker, to be honest. I really enjoy just the graphic style and...
The graphics, I will say, they do look really good. I like the graphics.
If
I don't
there's
know.
one Zelda game that doesn't need an HD remake, it's Wind Waker.
Yeah, exactly.
I completely
It's Wind
agree.
Waker.
I managed to hook up my game because I have a CRT that has component cables on the back, so it can. So along with just having it, the 4:3 native resolution on there, it's in super crystal clear, and Wind Waker never looked better than on that TV with that specific set.
Yeah, because it was meant to be played on a TV like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the time.
The problem with Wind Waker HD is probably it's too bright.
Too much bloom.
Too much bloom.
Yeah. Yeah.
It actually, like, it bothers me sometimes because I never owned the original. I only played the remake, the HD remake on Wii U when it came out, and it's just like I just kept saying to myself, why did this game need a remake? Why did this game need a remake? Because it didn't. All they did was like, oh hey, yeah, just turn the bloom like way up in Photoshop. They can't do that. It's a game running in an engine. They can't do it.
It's strange because you made the point of when you're sailing on the ocean that you're looking at basically blue and blue. It's like, that is true, but at the very least, the blue in the ocean is dark and the blue in the sky is light. Okay, but when you have the bloom in the HD remake, that distinction becomes blurred. So you're just looking at this giant foggy wall of crap. No, I like Wind Waker.
Minish Cap, hands down. I love Minish Cap.
Oh yeah, that's a fun game.
Because it was co-developed by Capcom.
I've wanted to play Minish.
Really? I didn't
Yeah,
even
it
know
was.
that.
It
Wow.
was.
Makes you think.
I've wanted to play
I know very
Minish
little
Cap.
about Zelda.
The
They had a
Oracle games
copy.
also were developed by Capcom.
They had a copy of Minish Cap at Goodwill in the box, like, and all of that, and I was like, oh, how much is it? And the lady behind the counter was like, $70. And I was like, why is anything in Goodwill $70?
I know, right?
Damn.
Finding worthwhile things at Goodwill is a story I hear so often, and yet it never happens to you. You know?
That's true.
Oh, it's
Like, you
happened
always
to me
hear-
a couple of times.
No.
Oh, it's happening.
No, remember, we got this couch at Goodwill.
Oh yeah, we got the Korn and Kock couch at Goodwill. That's right.
That's right, we bought it just for the podcast, right?
We did buy it only for the podcast.
Right, there was a budget. We had to, like, set this shit up. We had to, like, meet up beforehand and talk about, like, money and the furniture.
We
where
spent
we're gonna...
we spent $11 on this couch. Don't talk about budgeting.
We had to buy the
$11?
microphones and
Wow.
everything.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
There was a budget. We had meetings and everything.
we had a fucking corporate meeting. Everyone had a pamphlet, manila folders. We had this shit on lock.
Right, gentlemen. How do we kill Superman?
We're so concerned about what Superman is doing that we're not concerned about what he should be doing. Fucking hate Batman v Superman. God damn. Just off topic, but I'm sorry. That movie just stinks.
No, it did suck. I saw it too.
Big old pooper.
The only
Just
good
nasty.
part. No, the only good part
And a
in that
disgrace to the fucking.
movie. The only good
the
part in
name.
that movie was in like the first 10-15 minutes. You get to see a pretty glamorous shot of Amy Adams, and it is the highlight of the whole movie.
You know what's something I think people don't even think about with
What?
Batman v Superman?
What?
Not even, like, think about, okay, the movie as a whole, Batman v Superman, and you look at the trailer, right? And there's a moment in the trailer where it shows Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman all on the same side, so it's like, oh, okay, so they're just gonna team up in the end anyway. Like, there is no sense of danger. There is no sense of, oh, who's gonna make it out alive or not, even though Superman dies. Sorry for spoiling,
Yeah.
but it sucks.
Yeah, dies.
Yeah, Superman dies!
Well, dies in the biggest air quotes imaginable.
Dude, remember that video you showed me of the Flash running?
Oh yeah! Have either of you two seen the new the Justice League movie?
No, but I was going to, but I just never got around to it, and I'm glad I didn't. Because, like, I had seen Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was a good movie. So I was thinking, like, oh,
Maybe-
are these DC movies going to be good now?
Yeah, they're gonna turn
The
it
curse
around.
been lifted? But then I see the reviews the Justice League gets, and I'm like, damn it, guys.
Well, I only bring this up because there's a scene in the movie where Flash is running like a big fucking idiot.
He's a big fucking idiot.
He's flailing his
all the
arms
shots
around
of
like he's
Flash.
trying to get a bug off of his arms. Like, seriously, that's what it looks like. Future me, put up a GIF, whatever, of Flash running.
GIF.
There you go.
the problem with these DC movies, because a lot of people have theorized, why do these movies suck? And I have a theory about it too.
Game theory. Zane has the answer to everything.
This is it. But when you let's look at just Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad, because people forget about that one too.
Oh boy.
These movies,
I didn't.
He didn't. What these movies are doing is they want to commit to like this dark art style, and it's most apparent, I think, with Suicide Squad. So I'm just actually going to focus on that. They want to go gritty, and they want to go dark, and they want to do all that, and then they see like with Suicide Squad, it came out a couple months after Deadpool came out, which was like a funny, goofy, haha, woohoo, funny Scream movie. So like people look at that. The Suicide Squad members looked at it and said, "Oh my God, we have to make this movie bright and colorful, or nobody will see it." So that loses the direction, and they just lost their spine. They have no vision at all for this kind of movie.
I think a good reason for it is that because it's obvious that they're trying to emulate Marvel, the whole Marvel universe thing, and they're so committed to building a lore and setting everything up for big shit. When Marvel is just they're just trying to make money,
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
they have the talent behind it to
Exactly.
get it there, and DC just doesn't.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of Marvel movies at all, but I at least recognize.
They all suck, but at least I can see that they're okay.
Yeah, I at least recognize why people want to go see them. But I look at these DC movies. I remember seeing the Justice League trailer, and it's so funny when you see those things, and there's people in the comments going, "Dude, I'm so hyped for this movie to come out." It's like, you are the exact same person that's going to turn right back around and say how much it sucks once you finally see it.
Though, one thing I can give Justice League credit for was that they made Aquaman look really cool.
They did do that.
Aquaman
And
comes out of the
that could
fucking...
not have been easy.
He comes out of the swamp and goes, "Saw that." Jesus Christ. Stone pulled up the GIF on his phone, a Flash running. It's so stupid.
Send it in the Discord. Let me see.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have Discord on his phone.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what? I could probably find it, but I'd have to get up and sit in the chair, and then the audio would get messed up. Oh my God.
Getting up.
My legs don't work so good no more.
Because I'm curious, what was the last movie that you guys saw in the theater besides, because it's the most recent, Star Wars? Besides that,
Disaster Artist.
What was that?
Disaster Artist.
Oh,
Fucking
was that good?
Great
I heard
movie.
about it. I heard
I
good things.
loved it.
Disaster Artist.
James Franco was fucking brilliant.
Wait, have you guys seen Star Wars though?
I have.
Yes, I have.
I haven't.
I saw it opening night.
Man, there's this one scene. It's not like a spoiler. It's just really funny and just stupid. It's like 30 minutes into the movie.
I'm covering my
care
ears
about
still.
spoiling Star
no
Wars.
I literally haven't
Shit,
even seen the
6
trailer. I don't
months.
want to know anything.
Okay, I won't say because it's
Just
right,
wave your hands when you're done.
no, I'm not gonna say it, but
All right, cool.
But let me know when you see it so I can tell you about it because
Okay.
it is
Wow.
probably what,
Cock tease much, huh?
dude. When you watch it, it's like when you see it, you're like, and then you think about it, and you're like, what the fuck did I just see right now?
I heard there was a really weird moment in the Last Jedi where Rey joins like an anti-Trump rally on Washington D.C. Square, and it was just really out of place.
Yeah,
and didn't
I
really
mean,
make
that was
sense.
kind of a weird scene.
Oh, that's what you were talking. Oh, okay.
I think it ties the story together pretty well.
Yeah,
It was a weird choice by the director, but ultimately made the film worth seeing.
It made the film worth
I
seeing,
do
and it's going
think
to
it
be
was
just
kinda
as
weird,
relevant
like-
in 15 years.
I do think it was weird the scene where Kylo Ren got stuck in traffic on his way to work.
But
he, like,
it's,
threw another
it's that kind of
hissy fit.
realism that's
Yeah,
that's
it's
a nice
really-
attention to detail.
It's relatable.
Yeah, it makes it feel like this galaxy far, far away is our own.
What about when porg was fried on a skillet and served to Rey as a delicacy? That was fun.
Oh, that scene made me hungry, dude.
That was amazing.
Oh man.
Oh no, actually, the night I saw The Last Jedi, I'd gone to I had gone to a burger place and I got 2 Juicy Lucy's. And by the way, what a Juicy Lucy is a hamburger. Get this, it is a burger, but there's cheese inside the patty.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It is made. it is mankind's greatest invention, and I had 2 of them, and I was fucking dying at the course of that movie because my stomach hurt so bad.
Oh god.
Out the way, I
That
got a
made the
shit.
movie a little less enjoyable for me, but that's more of a personal thing.
Do you guys even go to the theater that often anymore? Because
Oh, I do.
man, the
love
last
going to
movie I
movies.
saw in theaters was Blade Runner 2049 because
Was that good?
I
it was
saw
great.
that as well. It's
No-
not as good as the original.
no,
but
definitely not. Blade Runner is my favorite movie ever.
It gets it right where it counts.
Exactly, but the people in the theater borderline ruined it. Like,
Why?
because I haven't talked about this to you. Oh, dude. So I was sitting pretty far in the back row, like maybe not full on back, but maybe 2 or 3 in front of the back.
Yeah.
There were like people in front talking, like a little couple rows forward. They're like doing hand motions, and you can see their silhouettes
dude.
and stuff like that. There was a guy snoring to my backhand right side, and I swear to
Jesus.
God, I was actually like clenching my fist, and I was like shaking at the end of the movie because this guy was. God, I wish I had something that I could actually like replicate the sound with here. You know what? Hold on. I have my thermos with me. Basically, what this guy was doing was he was taking his drink that he had, and he was like eating the ice. So what he was doing is
What?
Oh god.
Dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
like in the last moments of the movie where stuff's getting really emotional and really important, so he'd be doing this.
Oh, come on.
That is the worst.
I was like, and I was just sitting in my seat like, oh my god, I've been waiting so long for this movie. I avoided every trailer. I avoided everything, and you're ruining it because he said at one point in the theater, not like screaming out, but he like, not whisper, but spoke. He's like, this movie's so boring. It's like, oh sorry, your fat stupid ass isn't enjoying a Marvel movie where there's an explosion to commit your ADD, you big stupid oaf.
Yeah, no.
Go home.
Big stupid oaf.
Oath.
Go home. Like, this movie's boring. Then leave.
I know, right?
Then leave.
I hate that.
I
Get
didn't think the movie was
fucked.
fucking boring. People are crazy.
Oh, I just don't. Oh, it makes me so mad. I don't understand why these people. They're like, this guy's like, you know what? I'm not enjoying the movie that much, so let me just ruin it for everybody else.
I know, they're like, I'm not enjoying it, so I'm gonna take
That's the thing,
you all
because
to
people
hell
don't
with
go to
me.
the movies that much anymore. Like, at the movie theater that I always go to, it's an AMC. Like, they have like these fancy ass seats now. Like, they have like recliners and shit, and like they're made of leather.
Yeah, that's a new thing. That's a
And
new
like
thing.
they're in every fucking theater now, but now it means that theaters can only hold like 50 to like 70 people.
Yeah,
tops.
that sucks. Like,
yeah,
No,
I
that's
hate it.
better, dude.
I hate it.
The only reason I think it's better is because less people.
less people to ruin the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's still like.
But then you also have the problem where if there is
But like, there's
someone
no charm
that's
to it, you know?
yeah, if there is
Like,
someone
going to
that's
a
ruining
movie-
the experience, they're in closer proximity.
Like, you're going to a movie to like sit in a shitty theater with a ton of people to focus on the movie. You know,
Yeah.
you're not doing there to like
you're not
lounge
there to
around.
order
and shit.
food. You're not there to order room service. Be like, excuse me, wiping my bum, thank you.
And like these, I didn't go to see I saw Blade Runner not on opening night, but the night after. But I didn't go to see something like Last Jedi on the opening night because every time this sort of thing happens, it even happened with like Transformers 1 when I first saw it, where it's like you go to the movie and the first time Luke Skywalker appears on screen and all the dummies in the audience just go. And they're just clapping. They're like, "Oh my god! He was in the trailer, but there he is!"
Yeah, I saw Star Wars on opening night. That didn't happen.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was waiting. Nobody clapped for anything.
No kidding.
People laughed.
Actually,
but nobody
I-
cried. Or
When I was in
not-
Last Jedi, nobody clapped either.
Yeah.
Man, that's
On
bizarre.
opening night.
I think it's because we all saw him at the end of Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it just?
Probably.
Do I just get stuck with the idiots in the audience?
Yeah, I think you just got bad
Yes.
luck, man.
Man, it's
Because
like,
I saw Star Wars Force Awakens on opening night, and people were cheering and stuff, but during the movie nobody was talking. They would show like the Millennium Falcon and nobody was talking, so yeah, people laughed or
except a
cheered.
girl in the front's like, "Oh my god!"
I don't know.
I'm so nerdy.
I don't mind it. I think it's funny. I like it when people do stuff like that. As long as it doesn't go on for 10 seconds. It's like, hey, there's so and so. and then just get it out of your system.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Ugh.
But don't sit there for 30 seconds and go, 30 fucking years, I can't believe I've never seen that guy before.
God, Tony Stark's Iron Man.
Help me.
All right.
Shit.
Moving things along. We're gonna have to wrap it up soon. But do either of you two have any questions for us? I've been asking all the questions. Do you guys have any questions for us?
Favorite Star Wars movie?
Favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
New Hope.
Yeah, I should have expected that.
Empire Strikes Back's tied with New Hope, though, I should say.
I'd say New Hope is still one.
Well, New
for me.
Hope has, a strong story. There's so much talking.
There is a lot
That
of
is
talking.
a talking movie. Like Empire is it gets the pacing down a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Empire as well.
What about you guys?
Same.
Yeah, same Empire.
The Emperor Strikes Back.
The Emperor stacks up.
Star Wars Episode 9, The Emperor Goes Home.
No. Episode 9, Kylo Ren falls down the stairs again.
Kylo Ren throws another hissy fit.
It's weird because whenever
Kylo
you
Ren
bring...
spills coffee on his lap.
Oh fuck!
Episode 9, Kylo Ren is late for work again. Lord.
It's weird because whenever anyone brings up favorite Star Wars movie, like I said, I have a New Hope and Empire tied because I love those movies equally. Almost nobody brings up Return of the Jedi. Not even because it's a bad movie, but just because compared to the first two, it's just...
Yeah, it's just a Star Wars
Well,
movie.
it used to be my favorite because Return of the Jedi, in my opinion, the beginning is great.
I think it has the best opening to any Star Wars movie, and then the rest of it's just kind of... Ooh.
Well, see, it's the beginning is great, then the middle is just, but the ending is great too. But then you're like, I don't know, man. The first two, it was kind of more consistent, so I'm gonna have to go with that one.
If you guys have seen
because in A New Hope they had 4 sets.
Yeah, I know,
yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Yeah.
If you guys have ever seen the Mr. Plinkett Star Wars reviews by Red Letter Media, he brings up a really great point when he's reviewing Episode 1, which is the ending of A New Hope is one thing, and that's the Death Star trench run. The ending of Empire Strikes Back is Luke against Vader, and Leia, Chewie, and Lando running away from the Empire. In Return of the Jedi, it's Luke facing against Vader, the stuff happening down on Endor, and Lando and Neiman Nub going after the Death Star 2.0. And then in Phantom Menace, it's Gungans against droids, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon against Darth Maul, Anakin and the Starfighter against the droids in space, and Padme and the other guys taking back the palace. So it constantly escalates in what's happening in it. So the most engaging ones is Empire and A New Hope, because there's enough... New Hope is one thing, and then Empire is 2 things happening at the same time. So as soon as you go past that point, it's oh, this is kind of
too much.
It's far too much.
Yeah, it's like boobs.
My delicate sensibilities.
They're like boobs. Boobs are good, but there is such a thing as too big of boobs.
Yeah.
Where it's just
true.
oh my god, I can't even lift one of them.
It's
I
like
need
a
2
bag
hands.
of mashed potatoes.
When were you ever in that fucking scenario, Stone? Please tell me.
Well, I'm just watching these porn videos and I'm just imagining myself in these situations.
With this woman with
Concrete boobs.
So they're on the ground.
Oh,
They're square.
Yeah, the square boobs.
PlayStation graphics.
PlayStation graphics.
Lara Croft.
Yes.
traffic cone boobs. Okay, hold on. I wanna end this thing off on one more question, because this will probably be the most interesting one. We all have screen names, things that we go by instead of our real names.
All right.
Are you guys willing to share your stories on how you came up with your screen names?
Okay, so this is a really fucking dumb story,
I like it already.
and it's also incredibly embarrassing.
I like it
That's.
already.
Are you kidding me? The story of Alm is is more embarrassing than probably anything you're gonna say. So don't worry, man. You're fine.
All right, so I started YouTube. My YouTube channel was made in 2009.
Okay.
So yeah, and I started off doing making videos with my Bionicles, just waving my bionicles around in front of a camera and like giving my voice to them and shit.
Hey man, I did
And-
Lego stop motion when I first started YouTube, so I
We
mean,
both did.
Yeah. So I was making them already, but like I didn't have a YouTube yet because I didn't know how, I was like what 8 years old. I didn't have any idea how the fuck the internet worked. So I made a video and I asked my dad to help make my account, and he put in the name RRThiel, and I didn't know how to change it, so I just went with it and it just stuck. So there you go. I did not come up with my internet name. My dad did.
I mean, my dad told me.
My dad.
I'm not gonna lie though.
You can ask him.
I'm not gonna lie though. I like your username, but I was always like, I always have to wonder like what was the process of which people pick their names? Because like, what about you, PK? How'd you get your username?
Well, be 12-year-old me, make a YouTube channel, be uncreative, and currently I was like really into Earthbound and stuff.
There it is.
That's the PK part, and like my favorite Mario character is Luigi, so Weegee because of that, because I watched a lot of YouTube poops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And well, my YouTube channel also has a 1337 at the end. That's just because I was a dumb 12-year-old.
Whole random XD
Leet.
teenager.
Yeah. I've kind of abandoned the numbering at the end.
Yeah, a lot of people do that
No,
over time.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
What?
I'm stuck on DeviantArt with TatacoMan12321, and every day I have to look at that and I want to kill myself. Because goddamn,
But I do,
is it
but I
like
do
the
personally think
stupidest
I
shit?
like the name that my 12-year-old self made.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean-
I think it's recognizable and stuff.
I if I didn't like RRThiel, I would have changed it by now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
All right, because Zane goes by Muspleen.
Yeah,
So what's the story?
I actually have two that I have one that Muspleen's the most recent one, but I can go back to the first one. It was called No Account 007 because I thought it was being really clever by saying on YouTube, make an account. I'm no account. So there's no account, and then 007 was just because I like James Bond and I thought it was super cool and edgy.
oh fucking A.
So that's just that one. Muspleen is the most nothing story ever. I was sitting in my engineering class and I was like, I wanted a Snapchat. So I went on my phone, they're like, yeah, dude, get a Snapchat. And they're like, make a name, make a username. And I was like, well, I don't want to just put my name because that's kind of boring. So I was like, what is this is true. This was my thought process. What is the absolute dumbest thing? The absolute dumbest thing I could put. And it's just, I said the phrase "muh," because just like, you know, as opposed to my. And I was like, and what's a really funny part of the body? The spleen. So it was just muspleen. That's it.
I thought your story was gonna be like you injured your spleen as you were making your account.
No, it's even worse. I was just saying to myself, what's the dumbest name? What is the stupidest name I could possibly have? And it stuck with me for about like what, 6 years? Something like that.
Yeah, it's still his usernames now. So, Stone, do you want to talk about Rush Bauer? Because I know that's the name of your drum cover channel, but then your Snapchat name is Subway University.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Stephen Halada.
It is. Oh
Stephen
no.
Hawking.
Your Instagram name is Subway University.
Oh, so Stone's
Okay.
got 3.
Okay, they're all 3 really short stories. Subway University is from a movie called Saving Silverman with Jack Black. And in the movie, Jack Black's character says, I went to a university. And she's like, what university? And he goes, Subway University, because he works at Subway. So there's that one. And then Rush Bauer, my drum cover channel. Rush is my favorite band. And then my favorite TV show is 24. And the main character's name is Jack Bauer. So Rush Bauer,
Nice.
those 2 things. But my favorite one is Stephen Halada. Stephen Halada is a real guy. I went to school with him. Stephen Halada drank more Monsters than you can... Imagine the last time you had a Monster. Just, like, imagine, you know, how many Monsters you
So
drink
never.
in a year. Imagine, like, you know, people drink a Monster once every while. Stephen drank, like, 12 a day. And
Jesus.
He was, like, 3 years older than me, and he was just, like, this tall, fat kid, but you didn't want to mess with him because he always drank Monsters. So I thought
I'm hopped up. Don't fuck with me.
So I got a Snapchat, and Steven was fucking hilarious. So I thought to myself, in a really morbid way, I was like, Steven's gonna die at a really young age, so I'm gonna name my Snapchat name after him.
In memoriam.
In memoriam, even though he's still alive somehow and still as fat as ever and is still drinking Monsters.
I have a buddy named Mark, and his Snapchat name pisses me off.
What is it?
His Snapchat name is the word yourself. So if you get something from him that says, received a Snapchat from yourself, you're like, wait, what? And so you open, it's like, oh, it's Mark.
Dude, I've had people like, I'm like, did you ever get my Snapchat? And they're like, no, some guy named Steven that's all I got. I'm like, that's me. That's my Snapchat. And they're like, Steven Halada? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, who's Steven Halada? I'm like, he's a guy I went to school with. I mean, he's a guy I went to school with. Accept my Snapchat request.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing.
So I got curious. My curiosity has been piqued about the backstory for Alm.
Oh,
yeah. This is the most embarrassing.
Let's hear it.
I know this.
Let's go.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Okay, so in 8th grade, I had a science class with this kid that used to be my friend. Used to be all of our friends, actually, but he's a douchebag now, so we don't talk to him. We've called him Toxic and or Bad Seed in previous podcasts, so if anyone watching this has seen the other podcasts before, you know who we're talking about. And a few other of our friends. And near the end of the year, we had a science project. We were doing like a biology unit, and what we had to do is we had to get together with a partner and make this like worm thing out of pipe cleaners and marshmallows. And it was supposed to be like something on like cell biology. I don't even remember like specifically what it was for. But I remember I was doing my own thing and my friends were all doing their own thing. But Toxic, on the other side of the room, is doing his project with this black kid. And this is important because it says the way he speaks.
Okay.
He was like making it together, and they had to name it. And he's like, man, what we gonna name it? And Toxic looks down at it, and then he looks across the room at me, and then back down at it, and he goes, let's name it Alm. And the guy is like, Alm? The fuck is Alm? and he's like, and Toxic points to me, and he's like, that. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Let's just name it Trey. And he's like, no, we're gonna name it Alm. He's like, what does Alm mean? And he goes, Alex likes men. And so after the project was over, he came over and he was like, hi, Alm. And I was like, are you talking to me? And he's like, yeah, you're Alm. Alex likes men. And I was like, what the fuck did you just say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class. No, and
oh my gosh.
And all throughout high school, I was just known as Alm. That was it. That was me. I was Alm Korn Kid. And at first it really bothered me because in 8th grade you're all like, don't make fun of me for being gay. Oh, I'm not gay. But then like in high school you're just like, dude, I probably get more pussy than you. Fuck off.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it even funnier is you're not gay. You don't like men.
I'm perfectly heterosexual. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm not. Yeah. I'm not gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It's I don't do the gay. But I don't know. That's where Alm came from, and Almaroni Clamzonia, which it's really funny because Mayor, his nickname. I remember one day he came along. It was hanging out with us, and he was like, "Oh, Zane Tiptony." And we were like, what? And he was like, it's Zane. And he was like, Almaroni Clamzonia. And I was like, stop talking, please. Wait, save the oxygen for someone else who can use it properly. I'm kidding, but that's the origin of Alm. And despite what anyone in Cosmic Gem's chat room might say, it's Alm, not Alm. It's not Alm, Alm.
Did I say Alm?
No. Right? But like, Drac always calls me Alm, and like I told him it's Alm, and he's like, all right, Alm.
That's like him.
I don't know. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying that's what happened.
Oh yeah, back to fucking best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it's been a pretty good day.
been
fun enough.
And
been
not
good.
very Christmas themed, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Bye.
Kwanzaa,
Merry Christmas.
assholes. Put up a wreath on screen right now.
Put up a menorah.
It's the great menorah, Chucky Black.
Put up a picture of Jack Nicholson.
Merry Christmas,
Alright,
Homer.
Homer! Intruders coming in through the chimney!
We're gonna do a quick
All right.
rewind.
Alright, real quick, we're gonna do the Korn and Kock rewind, play the clip.
here's
Kock. That clip was amazing. It gets better every time you play it.
So, last night during Secret Santa, I got a Toronto Blue Jays hat, so that's what I'm wearing.
Sports. We didn't talk about a lot of sports, did we? In this episode.
I wanted to
Nah.
make a reference, but I don't know. We were talking.
That's just
and
because you're
forgot.
surrounded by two dudes who play video games all the time.
Yeah.
So that's all
It's
we
not
know how
that
to
we don't
talk
like
about.
sports, it's just that we don't know a lot about sports, so we can't really contribute.
Yeah, dude, I don't know anything about like video games either. So, anyways, this was the Christmas special, and for a Christmas special, we sure did not talk about Christmas like at all.
Christmas only for clickbait views. Please watch our videos.
Yep.
Yeah, Merry.
Great.
Please feed Alex's 7 children.
Hey, subscribe to my Patreon. I've got a lot of mouths to feed.
Merry holidays. And then,
Buy my shirts.
We had
Subscribe.
we had a lot of guests on here, but we didn't have enough.
Too many guests? No, not enough.
We need to have more. And then after that, we talked about Primus and Anal Cunt within 5 minutes of this thing starting, and that was
So good.
pretty terrifying. That's probably the scariest.
Great way to break the ice, I must say.
It's probably the scariest opening to a podcast we've ever done.
So what's your favorite anal cunt song?
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Up to ladies and after that in the bar.
And we talked about Marge, Racist Sonic, and Palpatine Sings, which are all 3 great little segments. And then this podcast is brought to you by You Bet Your Life by Rush. And the streak is over. We had a streak of 16 where we didn't repeat. So now we're going to have to start over.
Damn.
And then we talked about The Dark Knight Rises, how it was like not that good. And then finally, mixtapes. And
They suck.
They suck. And that is
That's the Korn and Kock rewind.
that's the rewind, and that is the holiday special.
All right.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
I think this was a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
great to be
Oh,
here.
definitely. It was
All right.
fun.
Yeah, no. Thank you guys for coming on. It was a pleasure to have you.
Absolutely.
And
It was a lot of
Absolutely.
fun,
It's a
guys.
pleasure to be here.
Oh, dude, we if you guys ever want to be on again, just hit me up. I'm a
Totally,
keyboard
dude.
stroke away.
Definitely.
All right.
It was a
And
lot
now
of
we
fun,
kiss.
guys. We really enjoyed talking to you. And
Thanks for coming again, Zane.
Yeah, no problem.
big shout out to Zane.
I did
and
it.
everyone
Big shout
involved.
out. Big shout out to PKWeegee. Big shout out to RLThiel. Big shout out to Cosmic Gem for the intro song.
Golden Shades.
Big shout out to Golden Shades for the animating the intro. Big shout out to the Miami Marlins for doing something. I just wanted to call
And
out
big
sports.
shout out to you, the viewer.
Yeah, you the
Big
viewers.
shout out. You're right, indeed.
Have a Merry
yeah.
Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
Or don't.
Or
Just
don't.
Or
Or
go,
don't.
be, go be miserable. It's fine. No skin off our back.
Yeah, sip some eggnog,
Yeah.
idiot.
All right. Well, next time we'll see ya, or you'll listen to us. It'll be New Year's or almost New Year's. So
Oh boy.
we're gonna have like almost 2 specials in a row.
It's gonna be an eventful month for Korn and Kock, even though we didn't start until now.
We're bringing it back. We're going back to our roots.
All right.
Yeah, they're balancing it out.
All right.
Exactly.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.